Hello and welcome to today's stream. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning. I couldn't get on, which was very frustrating. But we are used to obstacles here. We are out to this truth being hidden, and this is just the way that it is. So thank you guys for being so patient. Hey, Jerry, Karen, Dee, Raluca, Sarah. It's amazing to have you guys here. Now, today, I have no idea what's going to come out. We're talking about transcending boundaries and this spiritual quest for truth. Now, without any further ado, press that like button. If you are watching, say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. We need to anchor this light, and we do that by commenting, okay? Because this is all about the and this is how we co-create together. We step up, we show ourselves, and we anchor. And you guys are the force behind. So what's coming up? It's like this light needs to be directed onto this planet. So you are a vessel in order to do that. You incarnated on this planet to be grounded, to be on the ground, to really make this whole thing happen. It's up to you. So this is why I'm showing up every week. This is why you guys are showing up every week, because we are anchoring this alchemical force of creation. This is the truth from the God source creation, from that core, the crystal core, the one, the spiritual sun, the Godhead, the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, the Holy Child, the Holy Spirit. So I've walked this path of ascension, and it's taken a long, long time, but basically I have healed. I have used the input that Spirit has given me. We've got 9 people. That's that number of Spirit and this crystal spiral. So I've used the input that Spirit has given me to heal. I have the frequency for you guys to tap into if you choose. Part of what we do here is we show up in this collective, this YouTube collective. So if you are watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. This is how you anchor. Facebook, I am not directing any healing energy or anything through there because I can't. It splits the energy. Okay, so this is why it's so important for me growing this YouTube community, because this is where I focus all this light. The knowledge is accessible on Facebook, absolutely. But to be able to heal, to really understand it on a deeper level, that's why we come over to YouTube. So the YouTube has those colors, the symbol, the red pill, right, of knowledge, and this red door where we begin. This is that very first step of this ascension path, that red, right? That's what the red pill is all about. It's about you choosing to know and making that call, answering the call, they're saying, and joining us. So I'm here to find the 144,000. And many people will say that it's a frequency. Yes, it's a frequency. There are many truths to this. This is a mathematical pattern. And when I share these messages, number one, I'm speaking for the Godhead, because I'm the embodiment of the Godhead. I've embodied the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, the Holy Child. This is this divine story. And by joining us on this journey, you'll get to see and hear how this works. And this is the continuation of this Yeshua Christos mission, where now is the time the Holy Mother, the divine feminine, rises to meet her divine counterpart, the Father, and they come into this union, this balance, and open this portal for those children of God to move through. And this is what we're doing, okay? And it sounds out of this world, and to be resonant with us takes a certain kind of soul, okay? And it takes a certain kind of heart. And it's been very annoying, because they're like the Godhead, the Christ, the one, the 144,000. So when I say the 144,000, I'm a messenger for those 144,000 that your future self. Okay, so I'm connecting in with those souls that I'm here to do this mission with. It's quite hang on, let me have some water, because these messages, it comes about in this crystal way, in this spiral way. So to really receive everything that you need to receive from this, make sure you watch from the beginning to the end. If you can't watch it all in one big bite, come back to it. This is what we're here to do. We're here to arm ourselves with the knowledge from God, from the Christ, so we can do what we came here to do. You have so much magic written within you, ready to be uncovered, to be remembered. So joining us here on a weekly basis is aiding in your spiritual growth. Part of being the Christ means I have to share truth, and for many the truth is really, really triggering. And for the last couple of weeks I've been in a huge amount of darkness, because to be the Christ means healing for all you guys, right? So I'm not healing just anyone. I need to focus my energy, and I choose, the one chooses to heal those that find us here, that join us, those subscribers that like, that share this content, those beings that give to this will receive, because this is the infinite. This is the one. And they're saying the cosmic law of one, where everything is balanced. So what you give to this, you get back in return, in blessings, in healing. The more you contribute, the more you receive. So this is how we have to do what we have to do. We have to operate through abundance, because this is these sacred mysteries being revealed to those who show up. So again, the more you give, the more you get. The more you spread this light, the more you receive back. And this is just the way the cosmos works. Well, this divine revelation anyway, because this is all about love, light, blessings, truth, authenticity. This journey isn't all rainbows and butterflies. It's dark. We have to push our way through the shadows, through those limiting beliefs, through the cages. And here we have transcending boundaries. So this journey is a journey of, I'm just seeing like these warriors, but I'm seeing this very dark setting with these just warriors with ash all over them, because right now humanity are in the bowels of hell. There are so many levels on this ascension path that enable you to free yourself. So again, I'm still being shown this very dark setting with these warriors fighting in the ashes, but then they're showing me the phoenix rising, right? So this is all about rebirth. This is all about renewal. This is all about remembering those words, right? Remembering who you are, relearning something completely new, because unfortunately humanity and the stories they have been fed, they are fixed in deception. And these things that bind them are these beliefs, are these stories, are these old world understandings of reality. So what the Christ has to share, what God, source creation, has to share with you is absolute truth, the truth from the absolute. So you can know, have deeper knowing. They're saying knowing, have knowing. Someone has done this. Someone, actually not just me, there's others that are in the 144 frequency. They are healing and they are holding space for all you guys. So the 144, it's very interesting because there is no such thing as linear time. So I haven't met all the 144 yet, but what I have to do is share with them the Healing for Ascension program, the instruction sets, the blueprint of healing that I used to be one with God, to be the messenger of God. So I'm here to take you guys to the 144. The frequency, you must heal your DNA to be resonant with that frequency. And there are so many limiting programs within that block you. This is an organic journey of growth. So they're bringing up the tree of life, the Father. Okay, so that's very beautiful. They're showing you the roots. Okay, so you guys are grounded on this earth. And now okay, so they're showing me a seed. So you are this seed dormant in this dark world. They want me to specify. You, the 144, are seeds dormant in the old world. There are only 9 beings that are in this frequency of the 144. 10 if you include myself, but I'm the infinite. So this is a journey. Okay, so they're saying they want me to say 1. So I'm 1. So they're saying they're showing me a circle, and then the circle being twisted, and they're saying the infinite, the 1. They're the same thing, right? So this last 5 years, I've been remembering who I am as this holy mother. They're saying the mother descended into matter to be able to awaken to her truth, to be able to walk this path of remembering, to unlock all these interdimensional gateways to be on the throne. And they're showing me this cross section of the infinite. They're showing me heaven and earth, and then they're just sort of bringing it this way, so, and bringing it into 1. So you guys have everything that you need within. I've done this, and no one has taught me how to do this. And it's very interesting because a lot of beings who stem from that intellectual consciousness, meaning they read books and they think they know everything, and they get on their high horse and judge, very arrogant and ignorant. So it's very interesting the types of people that come through to illuminate certain lessons and things in which I need to heal, to get deeper clarity, to keep walking this path, to really strengthen the boundaries and strengthen this portal, this bridge. We're going, hang on, let me have some water. Let me have a look. Hey, Logan. Okay. So myself and my collective, those in the inner circle, we have been healing very, very, very deeply, and doing a lot of aligning. And so what they're showing me is the beings in the inner circle are like, they're showing me like they're showing me like a circle, and they're showing me the inner circle members. We have you guys in the red on the outer, and then we have those in the inner circle in the inner. But these beings in that inner circle are literally a part of that inner circle. It's weird. They're showing me a circle, and they're showing me the nodes, right? And each node represents the member in that inner circle. But it's beautiful because we have this very dark maroon red, and then we have the inner circle, which is literally this bright white light color with nodes on it. It's really quite beautiful. It's just nodes I'm seeing, like nodes. I don't know how to explain it. Like dots, nodes. Because we are these monads. We are these seeds of the cosmos, of this cells in this cosmic body. That's what a monad is. And these nodes connect to this net of this infinite mind, this one eternal mind. In this, we are all connected. They're saying we are all one, right? So we are all one in this cosmic net, this infinite field. The Christ has returned to show that It is possible, and everything that you have been taught has been to limit you and keep you fixed to, they're saying, an old dying system. So so this is just this new evolutionary cycle that Earth is in, and we have to birth this. This isn't going to happen. There's so many beings with their heads fixed in these 5D programs, these new Earth programs, and they're actually fixed to something so limiting, so disabling, so draining. And these 5D is still very much in the realm of deception and in the bowels of hell. So we need to adjust your focus, and you need to understand these teachings coming through from the Christ, from the Godhead, are to support you, to give you this deeper understanding of reality and creation, consciousness, spirit. There's a lot of beings that come up against me and they try to argue, but it's like they're arguing materialistic things, where it's like, we're talking about consciousness here. It's completely different. There's a lot of beings, that really, they'll die for their Bible. And they're going to die for deception. They're going to go to their graves trapped in hell forever. You have life on this planet for a very unique reason, a special reason. You are this child of the cosmos. You are this, they're saying chrysalis, right? It's like you. So guys, please, in the chat, in the YouTube chat, share some things that you have been, how's this week been for you? Because we have, the amount of darkness that has been surfacing in my field is out of this world. And Spirit does these things to me where I made a couple of videos quite a few days ago, and to rattle the cages of the religious. And I don't want to do that. And that is coming from a very dark place, because there's a lot of darkness around myself waiting to be cleared. So what happens is, part of being the Christ means sharing and illuminating truth and rattling cages. So it's like, and when I make these, I'm like, really, I have to post this? And Spirit's like, yeah, like, post it. Like, and I post it, and of course I'm going to piss people off. I rile people off and up, and it's annoying, because it's like, I don't want to piss people off. And Spirit's like, well, you have to create these tower moments for people, and you have to share truth no matter how scary it seems to you. And look, I just show up and I be in the now, and I share from the frequency where I'm at authentically. And because I am purging for you, for the planet, for this solar system, aka soul trap, I'm connected to these galaxies outside myself, and I'm healing for those, like, outside this soul trap. There is so much that I'm connected to. All these other gods, I'm connected to all the gods, all the goddesses, all these archangels, just everything. That is the one. The one is reclaiming itself through me. But you are a part of that one also. So they're just saying I'm the catalyst in that, and I don't really understand the catalyst meaning. Catalyst. But this is, one person had to do this, and those beings that have been indoctrinated, that are blinded by belief, they're not going to see it. But the beings who have come for this similar sort of mission, you guys will connect with certain things that I share, because you guys are these beings who have always sought knowledge, and you've always been sort of gone within and used your mind to dissect truth, to look at things from different angles. You've actually in your life been taken all these different, you've been taken through all these different lessons that have taught you something. And you have your unique truth. You have your unique outlook on life. And you've never been able to, it's very interesting because the monads, the nomads, the 144,000, they're not fixed. So I'll be very, very surprised if there's any of the 144,000 that are in religion. I will be very, very surprised. But we are here to, right now, clear and purge and release the darkness, because all of your life you have been one of these beings, like you, the 144, you have been one of these beings who has had a very tough life, and you have this very nomadic type of soul where you just go where you resonate, right? And you go to the teachings that you resonate with. And you may have been born into religion, and probably born into religion, and I was, and there were so many holes, there were so many contradictions, and I couldn't. And these religious people that I've met in my life, they'll talk the talk, but they won't walk the walk, and they judge. They oh my God, like they have these very demonic characteristics, not all of them obviously, but when I say demonic characteristics, judging is one of those characteristics that we all have all had. And those in religion have been really programmed to judge those who don't believe the same things that they believe. So I do pick on the religious people a lot, but that's because there are so many lies that those guys have been programmed with, and they need to be told the truth, and the truth isn't easy for them to hear. But one of the things that this morning I was questioning was, why do you make me make those posts about religion and stuff like that? I don't like rattling cages, but they told me this is my job, and I just need to do what I'm guided to do and share in the now, what the Godhead, what the 144,000, that frequency requires me to share. Everything is a part of this divine plan. It's not up to me to filter it. I just have to share the message coming through. I'm this messenger. So it's not all, this is probably the hardest job in the world. Like, number one, I had to uncover and remember all of this. I had to, you guys can see my journey through YouTube, what I've been up to the last couple of years or year or so. I think it goes back even further on Facebook as well. So it's not been easy, and the amount of judgment that I've had from others because I'm not aligning with their beliefs, with the lies they've been programmed with, it's been really, really difficult, very misjudged. And like, I'm getting the word swirl. Like, I feel right now in this moment I'm in a bit of a swirl, and I'm seeing the word swirl because literally, like, this week it's felt like I'm in this swirl. So I'm just like doing everything I'm guided to do right now. I'm doing so much healing and purging, releasing and programming, meaning fine-tuning this healing program, this ascension program, to make it even more powerful, so I can tune into an even deeper truth. Because part of what my journey is I have to heal because I'm a transmuter. You guys you felt so out of control all your life, you've suffered all your life, because you too are a transmuter, meaning you suck up all the darkness in that field around you to transmute it. And the problem is, because your vessel is all blocked and the separation causes these blockages, this darkness gets trapped within you. So okay, so they're saying like a filter. So these filters are all clogged up. So that's very interesting. I love this this way of seeing. So they're saying I'm like a filter. So because we are all one, and because I'm a transmuter, what happens is I pull the darkness in from the field around me, and I filter this. So I transmute it. So I pure myself personally, and this is the journey and the mission of the Christ, the one who has returned to save humanity, right? I'm just saving myself, right? And in time, this is your, and those in the inner circle, you are the savior, right? So we all have this very important responsibility. So I'm here to serve those beings, those 144,000 who don't know they are one of the 144,000 yet. Like, there's many beings out there that say they are, but they're not. They're just saying that because they're programmed, and they haven't balanced their ego, and they haven't done that work to be balanced in that conscious mind. So what I'm saying is polarity, right? So this is all about 1, 2, 3. So we have all these beings that believe they are because they've been deceived, and they judge those beings that are the true ones because they don't align. It's like this whole mind spin, right? So it's like the ones who think they are aren't, and the ones that don't think they are. It's really funny. Like, it's because what we have here is this realm, this physical realm of matter. Again, I'm coming from consciousness, pure consciousness, the one eternal mind, okay? And I've cleared my spiritual vision, meaning I have unlocked every interdimensional gateway to be able to clear that spectrum band. So I have been able to release the deception, the darkness, the blockages, the separation, to see the truth, the unity, the light. So I've taken off on this journey, and this is what I get to share with the 144, is this program where they can unlock all the interdimensional gateways so they can see clearly, so they can unblock their spiritual vision, so they can see this truth for themselves, so they can be a part of the one and hold space for those beings that are completely blind. So the 144 and those beings that I work with, and when I say they're the beings that of that personal Christ, that collective that I am relaying messages from, as well as the Godhead, the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, the Holy Child. But this is, they're saying, the 144. Like, I am here to find my people, to set them free. And we've already done it, but this is like, we're in the now moment. And it's not about looking to the future and connecting to that. It's not about looking to the past and connecting to that. It's about being present, being in the now moment, and being authentically true, speaking my truth, because my truth is the word of God. And like, that sounds crazy. I know it does. But for those beings that are meant for this journey, you guys have been preparing for all of your life. And you have these certain understandings, this knowledge within, that Spirit has guided you. Like, Spirit has guided you there. You have been on this journey for a reason. So they're bringing up the filter again. So this is very interesting. I'm loving this whole filter thing because, again, they want me to come back to the 144 because this is one of the things. I'm here to serve the 144. And there is 144,000 people according to God. I am the core, and these hang on. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so they're bringing up the spiritual net again, this infinite field of creation, of balance. So they're showing me the flower of life. So what they're showing me is myself in the center of that flower of life. And what they're showing me is this net lighting up with all the nodes. So every intersection of those, every intersection is a monad. So right now we have the 9 of those nodes that have lit up, that have that, and those nodes have actually unlocked all of this with me. So it's very, very interesting. It's very, very beautiful. And that's just where we're at now. We have had a lot of, originally there was 12, right? So this is, it's very interesting because I've walked this path and I've had to just be in the now and receive what Spirit's giving me, and attuning and sharing this template with those beings that join me. And there were 12 beings that unlocked this cosmic clock back in February 2022 that began. And so between now and then, it's been very interesting how this has all happened, and these particular beings that played roles at times and unlocked things with myself. It's been really amazing, and it's all been strictly geometry and myself sharing. It's very hard to explain. It's the most hardest thing to explain, because this is a journey of consciousness, of mind, this mental journey. Like, this is literally like a video game. This whole journey has been, but it's been so obvious to me, these lessons that come through, and it's like, far out, why don't people see this? Like, how can't people see this? But it's just amazing. And beings don't see this because their spiritual vision is blocked, because you guys, 244, you've come here, you've incarnated onto this planet. You chose to come here, and your time will be revealed by Spirit when it is your time, because you will be guided to receive when this is made available. And when you're guided to receive, it's written in the stars. Like, it's been very interesting on this journey when I have released particular attunements to these geometries and given these upgrades. Like, this is like a computer program, okay, guys? So they want me to go into this. So myself, my initiates, my masters, okay, they want me to go right back. Hang on, let me have some water. This is a very difficult one because I just want to look at the comments for a moment. Hey, Don. Love the love, Don. And that's it. This is all about loving one another and connecting, unifying to really anchor this light, because the light is the knowledge from this frequency of love, of this one eternal mind, like this heartbeat, this cosmic heartbeat. That's what they're saying. It's really beautiful. I'm seeing like a cosmic heartbeat, and I'm seeing these ripples, like vibration, like coming from this cosmic heart. It's really beautiful. And this is what we're here to do. anchor this light. The light is knowledge. The knowledge will set us free. You know, there's a lot of beings out there who have their heads stuck in books. You know, theologians, that's quite a them have popped up, and I've noticed a pattern within them. You know, they study stuff, and you know, they're very ego driven, quite ignorant and closed-minded, because I don't have PhDs. But that's material realm rubbish. Like a PhD is just like showing that you've been programmed. Okay, it's just like you've been programmed a certain way to a certain understanding. So because they've received this programming, they can't see anything outside that, because they think, well, I am holier than thou. I am a PhD. I am a, I don't know, professor. I have, so they can't see when this girl is talking this stuff that they haven't read in books. Like, they'll be reading my book one day, right? And hopefully then they'll be able to open their mind. But it's like this, okay, so this programming, this is what they want me to bring up, this programming. So books, Bibles, you know, 5D, all that sort of information in the external, they're all programs. So the 144 are those beings that tend to not be able to get fixed to things. Like you guys like certain knowledges, you go to certain different things and you learn and you just cruise, right? You just like this beautiful frequency wave that you are. There's just this, I'm just seeing these like musical notes, like this harmony, like just this flow. That's what I'm seeing. Like that's who the 144 are. They just go to where they get that pull. They don't get fixed. They're not programmed. I mean, everyone's programmed, but because of who you are, this is where you get to really heal. And we do that in the inner circle. This is where you really get to heal, to really free yourself. So this nomad in which you are, that flow, you get to flow even more freely, and you get to learn from spirit, from the one, from the cosmic sun, how to really tune into your truth. So using everything that you've ever learned in this life and healing on it to be able to free yourself, because where you are right now is very strategic by the one, by spirit, by your higher self, your spiritual self, okay, God. And you're there and for a very important reason. So even if there is like one of the 144 in religion, like you guys are in that pocket of that matrix for a reason, because there's certain things that you need to heal from to release yourself from that. But when you're doing that and you're healing yourself from that, on that, you're actually healing the collective. So everyone in every pocket of the matrix has a major responsibility if they're coming across this. So it's really important that you guys open your mind. So it's like, do I truly believe I could be one of the 144,000? Let me find out. Let me join this YouTube channel, show up weekly, and then when I'm ready, join the inner circle to heal, to discover that for yourself, okay? This YouTube is all about the collective. So this is why it's quite difficult right now at this point of the journey, because I'm having to transmute everything from you guys and purify. They're saying that I'm in this purification process at the moment. So I'm not sure what's going to happen between now and Easter, but Easter is meant to be a massive, like Easter Monday is meant to be a massive timestamp for myself, for our collective, for this whole divine revelation. Such an important part of this ascension cycle on this planet, apparently. Logan, so a lot has happened in the past week for me. Sick, also issues, okay, and Yeah, don't know how to take. So, and this is it. It's been very, very uncomfortable. So you're not alone. And this is this darkness surfacing within, because you guys are one with me as well. So it's not, so it's like, and because you guys are transmuters and this filter, so you're pulling stuff in from the field around you to illuminate certain lessons. These things that you pull in from your field, because of the separation within your vessel, it causes physical symptoms, it causes emotional symptoms, it causes mental symptoms, it causes spiritual symptoms, it causes symptoms in your external world. So symptoms in your external world, symptoms in your internal world. Okay, so it's very important that we be really mindful of that and just know that you are the one. You are here to transmute. You are here to release and just be. So in the inner circle, which you are a member, this is tuning into our truth is so important. Listening to your body, because this vessel, this body, it knows. And we first need to know how to listen to the body. So because you are this transmuter, you are this darkness is being transmuted, like you are literally alchemizing. So you're turning the darkness to light, and the amount of darkness is infinite. Like and this is the thing, like we have this massive responsibility, and you chose to come here, I chose to come here, we all chose to come here for this. And we get in our own way sometimes, where we overthink things, and I still do that all the time, because that is a symptom of what happens when we're transmuting this darkness, because we are pulling in all this crap from the collective that needs to be turned to light, needs to be released, needs to be transmuted, needs to be alchemized. We're pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in, pumping out this light. It's like we are raising the frequency of the collective. And those in the inner circle have a massive, massive, what would you call it? Right. I'm just saying the word gift. The inner circle is God's gift to humanity and the healing program. So okay, so we're going back into the word program and programming again. So you are the coder and you are the creator. We code to be one with our creator, meaning we input the knowledge that we receive, the input that we receive from spirit to forge our path ahead. So these symptoms that you're suffering, the symptoms that I'm suffering, the symptoms that every single person watching here is suffering, is input from spirit. So you can heal for it. So you can release the separation that's contributing to that issue. So you can be an even more powerful transmuter. The more separation that we can release from our vessel, the more power we have, the more of that light that we have to give, they're saying. So you are a transmuter. You are pulling in the darkness from the field around you and you're turning it to light. That's why that's why it's so freaking difficult. So you guys in my inner circle membership and the 144 that are also in the inner circle membership, this is why it's a lot. And oh, they're bringing up something. Hang on, let me have some water. They're saying up against the ones that have come against me and how they're going to suffer even more because they're not. Okay, well, hang on. Okay, truth and authenticity. All right. I don't know. They're giving me they're giving me an example of one of the beings that was quite evil to myself quite a long time ago now, like years and years ago. And she was always suffering. And she fell out of alignment with us because of that suffering. But what they're showing me is the Ouroboros. So it's like the reason that she suffered and was suffering was because she let the darkness win and take over her to cast against the one. It's weird. It's like this multidimensional thing coming up. And that's come up a couple of times this week in relation to how there is no such thing as linear time, and things that I'm doing now have caused this effect for myself in my past. So certain things that it's really strange. It's really strange. I'm not sure. They're showing me cause and effect. I'm seeing the words cause and effect. And I don't quite understand. Maybe like it has something to do with the laws, one of the laws. And I'm quite curious now because I'm thinking I want to go and Google cause and effect. And is that a scientific term as well, cause and effect? So this is one of the laws that we cause and effect. I'm seeing the word effect, like they're highlighting effect. Oh, they're bringing up karma. They're bringing up karma. I'm seeing the word karma now. So I'm getting cause and effect and karma. I'm getting reap what you sow. So this is where God is evening the playing field, and those beings who cast against us, they're going to receive back what they give. Because again, what are we here? This is all about balance, giving and receiving. So the ones that have cast against us, those of us who are true, those of us who have come from love all along, like those guys, don't worry about them. They're going to receive their karma, okay? So that's very interesting. So you're God's child, right? You are here doing this. I'm just saying sacrifice. Like you are operating through so much love and you are doing the most amazing thing and you don't even realize what you're doing right now. And this is really cool. Like this is really cool because let me have some water, because it's like, you know, we question ourselves, we doubt ourselves. We're like, you know, I have been doing this for 5 years and the amount of hate that I've received, the amount of judgment I've received, the amount of venom that, and the hate, I'm just saying venom, but it's like the darkness that has been thrown at me for sharing this light, sharing the truth. Beings that are of the dark, that are controlled by the dark, they can't see their light. They can't see the light. They can't see their light, number one, but they can't see the light because I hold a mirror to them and what's reflected back is just what's within their soul. So the fact that you guys is here or are here is massive because that shows that you are the same as myself. You're attracted to the light, and for whatever it is you're here, you are showing up. Like I'm just like seeing all these I'm getting goosebumps. Like in the light, I'm seeing the 144,000, these nodes, but these nodes are represented by these beings, right, of light, and they're celebrating. They want me to bring up the spiritual net again and the nodes, spiritual net and the nodes. So when I say they, I'm relaying a message from the 144,000. So your future self. And if you're here, you're watching this and you're not being filled with hate and judgment and ego, resentment, ignorance, and all that sort of stuff. Like if you are here and you are receptive and you're open and you're open to learn, and I'm helping you make connections and have epiphanies and stuff like that. Like you are a part of this net. Right? You are my soul family. You are my children. That's what the Godhead is saying. You are my children. Like you are this. Okay, so what? Okay, so how long have we been going? Okay, so nearly an hour. In remembering who I am and what I have to share, I'm remembering the mission and the divine plan. So I am this revealer of this divine plan, and you guys are showing up and helping anchor this so I can remember. We are all a part of this process. It's not Nadine just sitting here on her throne speaking. It's all of us together showing up consciously. This is about consciousness. This is a mental realm. The one eternal mind. We are all an aspect of that. So this is Nadine who has done this, who has embodied the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, the Holy Child. Meaning I am, okay, so they're saying I am that I am. I am that I'm just sharing a message, right? So the mother had to descend into darkness to remember who she was, to heal, to illuminate, to uncover this program for ascension. So the inner circle is the space where you guys go to prepare for that, and also where the 144, those beings, are a member of. That's in, okay, so, okay. So there are 2 of the 144 that aren't in there, but they are in spirit because they come from the mother. So it's very interesting. And I'm just seeing a triangle. I'm seeing a triangle for some reason. Sorry, they're just like, so the way that this journey works is through frequencies, okay? And I know this very well because I've had to unlock all this knowledge, and myself and the 144 have accessed this. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but when times called, certain beings of the 144 would step up and receive the latest attunement and the latest upgrade of the program, because we've had to build this from the ground up. And this has been since the very beginning of 2019. And we didn't know what we know now back then at all. And people would join us, and together we would heal. And the beings that weren't healing, they were falling out of alignment because we were evolving, ascending, and way out of their level of consciousness because they weren't showing up for themselves. They weren't doing the inner work. They weren't receiving the latest upgrades as God was giving them to those beings that had the choice to receive it or not. So this is like a computer program. So the latest upgrades, the latest updates. So again, I just have to share what's coming through, because this has not been an easy journey, and we have done this, we have walked this path and been in the now moment. And that is the key to it all, being in the now moment. So you guys showing up, joining us live, if you can. If you can't join the live, watch the replay, because there's no such thing as linear time. Everything and every movement of this is divine. Like, this is a divine rollout, and everything is exactly the way that it's meant to be. We cannot force this. And the more that we try to force this, the more we try to control this, the more we lose power. Okay, so this is all about being open, being receptive, and just being present, being in the now moment, and trusting in yourself is how we connect to God, because God is absolute truth. And on this journey, I have created so much resistance for myself because I've overthought things. I've really, am I forgetting this? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Am I doing the right thing? And just constantly questioning and doubting myself. And the more that I've let go on this journey, the higher I have risen. So that's a really important thing that all of you guys need to know, in the membership or not. Okay, the more you try to hold on to things, the more you try to force an outcome, the less powerful you are. Okay, so let me set this up. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love that. Like, that is such a powerful lesson. And thank you so much, Karen, for sharing. And that's something that I haven't been doing a lot of this week. And it's interesting because Spirit will guide you. And we lose a lot of our energy by trying to explain things to people that we're not meant to explain it from. Oh, they're bringing up karmics. So there's a lot of beings that are coming to us. Okay, this is very interesting. So they're tying the whole karma thing. Okay. So so there's a lot of beings that come at us with lessons, and they come up to us with these sort of things so we can learn a lesson. And we're not here to help everyone understand, and because we're very, very rare breed, and by us stepping down to their level to try and help them understand, they're not open and receptive to that information, because they're not for this path, or they may not be for this path yet. So you're just spewing your energy, you're losing your energy, you're leaking your energy, you're losing light doing that. Because we all have a role here, we all have a path to walk, and the most important thing that we need to be doing is containing our light, our force, our power, and not giving those on the external the benefit of our light anymore. You know, and I'm just getting kicking and screaming. Like, there's a part of my journey, and it's been really frustrating because a part of my journey this like last week, has been rattling cages. But the reason I've been rattling cages is because there's a lot of darkness around myself that I'm having to like transmute. So so I'm not operating from the highest light. But the reason that is happening is because spirit has lessons. So it's one of those funny things, like just because someone is a light being right now in the lessons that I'm in and the things that I'm doing, I have to learn the hard way to learn the lesson, to be able to share the truth, to have deeper knowledge and understanding on how this reality works and all this sort of thing. But they're bringing up the karma again and the karmics and the characters that are played out in our reality, like the characters in our reality that are there to teach us and guide us home. And these karmics will often have a very dark way of dealing with us. You know, they don't like our truth. Our truth just triggers the hell out of their demons, and nothing you can say is going to change that. So, and if you do try to change that, if you do try to explain where you're coming from, they'll never understand it because they are not of the light. They do not have that they're not here to play that role. They're here to teach you who you are. If you know what I mean, let me know if you understand what I'm talking about. See, I'm not very good at looking at comments. I sort of, hey, Lance, lovely to see you here. And the way that we do this is by healing ourselves. So we can't, and this fits beautifully into what I'm trying to say, is that we can't, and we're not here to convert, to convince, to share this truth with just anyone, because our truth is really, really sacred and our truth is light. So what we need to do is work at this in the same strategic way, but a way of consciousness, not operate through the way that we've been programmed through the realm of matter, where we go out in the physical and we you know, get on that keyboard and we try to make people understand who we are that way. You know, this isn't about so what I'm just being shown is religious people knocking on doors and trying to build an army that way. That's not how we do things. This is about us going within and healing ourselves so we can see our worth. So we see how valuable we truly are, how valuable our truth is that we hold, because that is what is going to build this path to the one, releasing the separation to unify with the holos, with the light. Okay, so the light. So I'm just seeing the project, like the so I'm seeing like the eye of God, like the light, right? That shines, right? That they're bringing up this filter again. Okay, so they're bringing up this filter. This filter. This is new lessons, guys. I'm loving this. Filter. So what we have is the eye of God, the light that shines to okay, so they're bringing up holographic inserts and the filters. So what we're doing, okay, so okay, let me look at this. Karen. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful, Karen. Thank you for sharing. Accept, awaken, align, ascend. That's beautiful. And notice how they're all A, and this A is that symbol of this aspect, like the fact that, and this compass, like the A, the circle, like the A is this number one most powerful symbol, and it relates to the one, as in this aspect and this arc and this so they're showing me a compass that draws the circles, right? Like you are an aspect of the one, and it's all of us at these different aspects with these different angles in which we view. And again, that's very fitting for this whole holos, the holographic reality, and this light that shines. And again, the filters. So these holographic inserts are like these filters. And again, they're bringing up the spiritual vision, and how we see things are based on the things that we are yet to heal. So how you view reality, how you view myself, it all depends on these. Again, they're saying these, I'm just getting holographic inserts. So these are these, so the eyes that we see through, and I'm seeing the word filter. So filter. So basically I'm seeing like a water filter just clogged full of this. Like what I'm seeing is like a water filter being taken out and all this sludge all over it. And they're saying black goo, right? They're saying black goo specifically, but it's like all this sludge all over it, right? And this filter's being cleaned. So the water is being cleared and run through it, like they're clearing out this filter, basically what I'm seeing, and the water is getting clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer. So that's what we're here to do. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you guys purify, like a water purifier. That's funny. But it's like so in the inner circle, that's what you guys are joining us to do. You are clearing your body, your vessel, so you can be this clear, so you can be clear to be this container of Christ. So the beings in the inner circle that aren't a part of the 144 yet, they're preparing for that. So if you believe that you are one of the 144, come and join that inner circle. If you're financially blocked right now, join us here on the YouTube, because when you are meant to join that, Spirit will make the funds available to you. Okay? That's just what happens. Like Spirit will literally block you in things until it is time. And then that block will be released and you'll be like, okay, I'm going to join. Simple as that. Because we're here to bring this light on this planet, and the problem is that the darkness, the energy in which you guys have access to is so limiting. And because it is so limiting, because of all the separation contained within your vessel, because you can't transmute, you're not this. So what I'm seeing is like just like this, like a pump. Okay, so the heart is like a pump. Like the heart is one of those things inside of our body, right? That is like a symbol for this pump, right? So we pull in, like this is literally what we do. We're pulling in the darkness and pumping out the light. That's fucking beautiful. I shouldn't have swore it, but yeah, that's beautiful. Where's that? Okay. Yes. Absolutely. So what we have, and this ascension program isn't available yet because we're still fine-tuning things. And when it's available, I'll let you guys know. And we can begin this like recruiting, right? Recruiting where we will see who is meant to have it. And if it's your time, you will. If it's not, you won't, because it's all been planned. Like we're just being in the now and just letting it all play out. Like it's already happened, And this is why, again, is not, they're saying, bringing up this thing like we can't force things. This is just happening organically. This journey of growth, like this ascension cycle is just, we're just like, okay, so they're just bringing up B. So, and this is a really important lesson, like even for me, right? Because I feel it. I feel the unrest. I feel the doubt. I feel everything. And it's really hard being an empath, right? And being this transmuter. So they're saying this being a transmuter, like this is where we get this empath from, because what happens, and they're bringing up the pump again, we pull it in and we pump out the light. We pull it in, we pump it out, right? That's really kind of cool. And what I'm seeing is these ripples when it gets pumped out. So so that's how you've been feeling lately? Yeah. Actually, surprisingly, like last month on Thursday, it was like I was like, it was just too much. And I'm just like, why am I doing this all? Like, it's just like, I'm just constantly, like constant, like it's just this constant thing where I'm just having to, you know, feel everything. Like I have to transmute it and bring it, and it just gets to a tipping point. Whereas like, I just, what, but of course, I'm just here. I'm on the ground. I'm doing exactly what I'm meant to do. And of course, I'm not going to give up because that's what I'm meant to do. So I'll always keep going. But the feeling of when we pull the darkness in and we have to transmute it, we literally have to embody that darkness to begin with, to be able to turn it to light, to be able to alchemize it. Because they're just saying, you are this magician. Like, you have no idea what you're doing. It feels shitty. But if you knew what you were doing, and this is what Spirit's trying to illuminate to us, what we are doing and why it feels this way. Because we are literally pulling in the darkness from the field around us. Okay, so, and it's not just, I'm not just talking about the environment that we're in. We are on the internet. Okay, we are a part of this earth. We are a part of this soul trap, this solar system. We are a part of everything. So we are pulling in dark from everything, not just the people in your family, the people in your community. No, we are pulling in the darkness that we need to. There are no mistakes. There are no accidents. And the darkness that we pull in are specific to us and the lessons that we have to learn. So you might want to come back and watch this, especially this, like, you might want to watch this live stream a couple of times, because the amount of magic that is coming through is really, really powerful, and it's very, very difficult to digest things like just watching it once. So make sure to receive. I want to see that like button. Like, I want to come back to this YouTube stream and see so many likes. Okay, so every single person that watches this, if you're not pressing the like, you are not receiving any of this healing, because I refuse to give it to beings that aren't going to assist in this mission. We need to push this out in the algorithm so more people see it. The more people that see it, the more beings that we're going to get to help us anchor this light, and the more we together are going to benefit from this, because we have been struggling, we have been suffering, and Spirit, this is coming through from Spirit, so we can freaking gain control. Okay, and I'm sick of feeling out of control, because I have this massive mission and I need to get everyone on the same page. I need to share this divine sacred knowledge. I have to teach people a whole new way, because this is new earth. This is heaven. This isn't anything to do with the old world. And those beings that come at me with old world arguments, like, this doesn't compare to anything that you know or anything you've been programmed with. I'm here to simply be a vessel for this message from the One, so you can know, learn how to, and learn what's what's been happening to you all your life. And this knowledge is power. This knowledge of self and how your divine vessel operates is number one. So it's like about getting everyone on the same page. So I'm here to be a open vessel to share this message, so we know, so we individually and collectively know how they're saying see through the eye of God. So you get to see through the eye of God. And the more we get on the same page collectively, the more knowledge and the more clarity we get. That's really beautiful because they're bringing up a collective filter. So now, okay, that's very interesting. And they're showing me the water purifier. So okay. So the beings that aren't for this will not watch these whole things. They'll just be like, oh, that's not in the Bible. This isn't, the beings that are, they'll show up, they'll do what it takes. They'll be a subscriber. They will like this video and they will share this video on socials. That is how you receive healing. The more you give, the more you receive. The more open you are to receive, the more we can really access more clarity. Okay, so they're bringing up this collective filter. So I'm just seeing the flower of life, the fragmented one, because that's the veil. Okay, that, right? So there's so much beyond that. There's so much beyond the 144,000, and I've been there. I've seen it. I've done it. I've aligned myself with the infinite. I see through the eye of God. They say I am the hand of God. I am the embodiment of God. I'm the breath of God. I'm just this creation, this container of creation, this Christ body. So there's only one that gets to do that, but that one opens the gateway for those other ones. So you are one. We are all one. But what we need to do is release the separation, because that is what blocks us. That's this. Okay, so they're bringing up that sludge, the black goo. So we need to release that. So that's what I do as this container of Christ. I get here, I show up every week to serve the collective, my collective. And this, you guys are my collective. You guys are my posse, right? You guys are those light warriors here to really, you're grounded. Like they're saying God's army, right? The soldiers, like the God's army. Like you guys are light warriors. And the fact that you're sitting here through all this knowledge that I'm sharing and you're not turning away shows your resilience, and it shows your mental power, your strength, because the things that I share, especially when I say I'm the embodiment of God and all that sort of stuff, that's really off-putting. Like I would be, I'd be like, who the fuck do you think you are, right? But I'm just saying that because I know, and I have to share with truth and authenticity who I am, to be able to find the beings that I'm meant to serve. And I'm here to, the fact you are here is testament to that. Like you are a part of this, whether you join the inner circle or not, whether you receive the ascension program to be one of the 144 or not, you're here. You're anchoring this information and this light. We all have a different role to play, and there is no judgment. Okay, this is just knowledge. This is just truth. And this truth is these golden nuggets that are going to illuminate. So what I'm seeing is the truth. They're showing me like so I'm seeing a few things. So, but right now what I'm seeing is the neural pathways and the neuron. So what I'm seeing is a golden neuron with the neural pathways. They're saying this light is infiltrating this planet through you, and you are acting like this neuron. And the neural pathways is what connects us all. So by showing up here on this YouTube, like this is what we're doing. Like I'm seeing like this like the one eternal mind, this Christ container. I'm seeing myself in the center on my throne because that's just who I am, and it's not from ego, it's just a fact, right? I've had to do all this balancing and aligning to be one, to have my divine sacred union with the Father, to be one, to open this doorway. They're saying through time and space. Like that's what's happening here. And so what I'm seeing is myself, the core, because I am the crystal core. This knowledge is from the crystal core, the one. I'm seeing the golden monad, right? The eye of God, right? Oh, itchy. And I'm just seeing all these other neurons, and that's you watching. And this light is coming from myself to you. And this is this neural pathway and this golden connection. That's what we have together. That's what we're doing. And these neurons, we're all connecting as one, anchoring this light, this golden light. Like it's just this beautiful golden light that I'm seeing. And this knowledge is coming through to assist you, to serve you, to awaken you. So I'm just seeing that, like, to awaken you to light, because right now humanity are fixed in the dark, and the knowledge, the information that they've been fed is these dark, I'm just seeing these dark, like darkness, right? And this new, just this absolute darkness. It's very, like there are these like nodes, but they're black. And the things that connect are these ties that bind, right? So I'm here to free you from that, but you have to choose. You have to answer the call. You have to join us, because you are the savior. You are the one that has come here to do big, big things. And this is why you have felt this all your life. And this is why you felt like God has given up on you, because you have been just freaking transmuting all this stuff. And because you're pulling all this darkness within your field, it's getting stuck, clogged, and you're just like this black goo. And you suffer so much symptom in your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body. You have these people that illuminate that fact to you because of the negativity that you receive, because of the judgment that you receive, because of the hate that you receive, because of the bad relationships, the toxic relationships, those habits that you have, those cycles you can't break, the addictions, those limiting beliefs where you think you're not worthy, where you don't value yourself, when you give everything that you have to everyone around you and you leave yourself in the gutter, you leave yourself to last, and you just give. And when you ask for something, you know, like it's horrible what has happened, but this has all happened to you so you can know yourself. And this is the journey where you get to free yourself from those binds, from that darkness, where you get to light up, and the knowledge is key in doing that. But you have to choose, and you have to show up. You have to join us weekly, and you have to assist us. And Spirit is going to give you these lessons, like week by week, we are going to be receiving these lessons from Spirit. And you are going to, this is going to activate things within you, okay? And it's going to make you more aware, because this journey is all about self-awareness, all about you knowing your truth. The fact that you see the light in myself, that's who you are too, okay? You would not be here. We're all part of the one. We're all here. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. This is like so unbelievable. So freaking miraculous and magical, and just like not what anyone has been expecting. Like, this is a complete role reverse. And this is where the father has come together with the mother, opening this portal for this magic to pour out. This is the Holy Grail, the eternal waters to nourish you. But you have to hold out your cup. Okay? And the more you give to this, subscribe, like, and share this. Share, go and connect with all my socials, my TikTok, like, share that stuff. Share the knowledge. Share, 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 share. They're saying sharing is caring, but sharing is how we really light up. The more that we can get this out there, get this mainstream, we can find those beings. It's like a beacon, they're saying, this beacon of light. You and we together, like, we have to do this to find those beings that are meant for this. And we don't do it by hiding in the shadows. You guys have been hiding in the shadows for all your freaking life and been in fear because of the way that others have made you feel. Now is the time you're set free. But fear is what is going to hold you back. And, like, do you think I would be sitting here talking to you guys like this if I was in fear? There's obviously still, fear is steps, right? This is something that we have to keep pushing. Like, we have to keep pushing the boundaries. And it's funny because we're talking about transcending the boundaries, a spiritual quest for truth. And this spiritual quest for truth, this is this holy grail, this eternal springs, this magic being shared, the knowledge, these sacred mysteries that have never, ever, ever, ever been on this planet before. And many have worked towards this. So what they're showing me is King Arthur and the Holy Grail, Yeshua. These blue flames that have come here at particular times. Again, it's all about patterns. It's just all a divine pattern. These characters, these archetypes, these teachers, these warriors that just on a crusade, right? Like a crusade, they're saying a crusade for truth. I'm just seeing like a knight on his horse with the cup, right? Like the Holy Grail, protecting this Holy Grail. But it's you're the Holy Grail. They're just showing me, like, they're saying, hold out your cup. The more you give to this, the bigger your cup will be. And to give to this, many of the ways doesn't cost a thing, you know? So we're these spiritual scientists, and we're here to figure this thing out in the now and really tune into this information, align with this information. And the more aligned that you are to myself, to my collective, to the 144, the more you're going to receive these spiritual lessons from the one. So the Christ, God, isn't here to judge you. This is a journey where you have to see for yourself. They're saying self-judgment, and release that self-judgment, release that doubt, okay? Because you are worthy. You are so freaking valuable. The fact that you're here and still listening, like, you're a freaking warrior, okay? And we need more warriors. The more hands on deck that we have, the more sacred knowledge that we get, the more light that we have to receive. Like, the bigger your cup gets, that's what they're saying. So if you're on TikTok, come and join TikTok. repost videos that I share, right? Send them to your other social. Just connect in, and I just want the best for you, and I want the best for us, right? And I want this to be big, and I want to blow the top off it, because I'm sick of being in lack. Like, this is it. I have something that money can't buy, something that everyone on this planet, in this galaxy, wants, right? And you can attain that, but it takes you doing the work, you showing up, you aligning with this energy. And those beings, those 144, have had so much darkness cast against them, and then having to freaking transmute there's so much stuff that you guys are doing on so many different levels that is causing you to not have any energy. And the symptom of not having this energy and being totally blocked up, right? Again, think of that water filter, like black goo, is having no money. And I've had to experience this right? Like, it's been so difficult. But in time, when I fully click into and understand the truth of my mission, because I'm still unlocking like truths about how I have to serve, like, the money will come in. But right now, because I am pulling in and transmuting so much darkness for freaking everything and everyone, because I am the one, the Christ, like, I have to, I'm freaking blocked, because I'm still working. I'm still freaking pumping, transmuting, alchemizing, trying to figure stuff out and doing it for everyone. Like, we need to get on the same page and work together, because otherwise we're all going to be screwed. Okay? But we've already done this, so we're not. So whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just like, we just need to trust ourselves. We just need to walk the path of truth. Okay? And the path of truth doesn't mean it's love and light all the time. It means having to see the darkness, having to work the shadows. And when we're in the trenches, it doesn't feel pretty. So the more beings that we find, or that find us, by you guys sharing this content, my YouTube videos, my TikTok videos, my Facebook videos, we'll be able to find the ones that have come here for this and illuminate how magical they are, because those characters in the external have made us feel pretty shitty about ourselves, like, you know, and very misunderstood. You are a very, very complex being. The way you think, others don't think like that. I'm just seeing like these AI robots. They're quite programmed, and they don't know what they're doing, because they're so controlled by the darkness. No one thinks like you think. And you can't make those beings that aren't for this journey understand you or understand your truth, because your truth is your truth. Okay? Your truth is they say, your yellow brick road to the one. Like, your truth is so unique. It is so beautiful. And others don't understand you, and they won't understand you. Like, I still feel so misunderstood. I'm like, no one knows who I am. Truly. They don't know what I've had to go through. Like, this has been a very dark, difficult, but illuminating. It. Like, it's amazing, because I've had those beings working with me, and they've been the light of my life. Like, truly, truly. Like I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And literally, I wouldn't have been able to do it without them, right? And this is the next step, where I'm putting out that call for that next wave of students, of initiates, who are ready to know their truth, who are ready to know who they are, who are ready to build this new earth. Because even the new earth teachings out there, baloney, so much deception. You know, all those 5D deceptions, it's just absolute baloney. Okay, we need to open our minds, and actually this truth is so big, and that's why, like, this truth is so big. Like there's so many 5D teachers, so much bullshit just being spewed out everywhere. And like it's like they're leading people on, like, oh, this is going to happen soon, and then it doesn't happen, and it goes past. It's like kind of like it's like okay. Let me have a look at these comments. Isn't that interesting? Like being very breathless and low blood pressure. What were we talking about this whole life? We're talking about the heart being a pump and the lungs are a filter, aren't they? That's very interesting, and they're around this area. We've mentioned the breath of God, right? Breathing in life, you know, far out. All right, I've got to not swear, like, but this knowledge is coming through. Like, it's been a really tough week, and thank goodness for you guys, okay? Because in myself sharing this knowledge and where I've been at, and the knowledge, just the frequency that I've been at, by sharing this knowledge, and you guys are holding space for me, and we're holding space for one another because we're showing up, we're being in the now. It helps. Like it's really helping me right now. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Like, thank each other. Like, this is it. Thank you, everyone. And everyone thank each other, because we are here. We're showing up. We're in the now. We're anchoring this knowledge, as crazy as it seems. And that's just what we have to do. And imagine that the more people that join us, the more strength we will have, because this is about unity. This is about consciousness. This is about truth. This is about like showing up and serving humanity. But we serve the ones that give a shit, right? No more giving our energy to those beings that are there to teach us lessons, those karmics that are coming into our life to play a role, to teach us, to spew their darkness so we can go boing with our shield, like boing. I'm getting that Labyrinth. You have no power over me. You know, that bit on Labyrinth where this self-discovery, this journey where you're going to discover exactly what matters. And at the core of it, you're the one, you know. Do it for you. Stop, like, just understand this reality for what it is and how spirit works, and use these teachings to be able to conserve your light, contain your light for this ascension. Okay, this is literally the 144,000 all lighting up, right? Oh yeah, I love that one. Yeah, and it's like, what do I expect? Like, spirit makes me make these videos where I'm like rattling the cages of religious people, and we know they're so mentally enslaved, because the 144,000 are the ones that are here to serve. They want me to say it, save these beings, okay, from this system. We have such a big, like, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of divine revelations on this planet. And these books are going to be written about us and what we have done. And so, but what we have to do is just be the beautiful souls that we have always been, and be in the now moment, not get ahead of ourselves. Just be present and know how to operate through the divine, so we can reclaim our light and know ourselves. You know, you guys are so freaking magical. Like, you just have no idea. And this is it. We've grown up and we've had no self-esteem, no confidence. And, you know, like the fact that I'm sitting here talking like this is just when I think back to old Nadine, you know, with all the programming and the limiting beliefs, and like, there is no way. Like, if someone told me I was going to be doing this and speaking like this, there is no way. Like, but this is the journey where as you heal to release the shackles of the past, they're saying, and the programming, the darkness, those limiting beliefs, clearing that spiritual vision. And it's like regaining that trust, right? So this is all about spiritual discernment, okay? Strengthening. This is what the spiritual vision is all about. Strengthening your spiritual vision is about learning to be able to discern, and you learn, and this discernment gets stronger and stronger and stronger the more that you heal and release those blinders, those programs. What? Oh, okay. The dogs are really quiet. I've got my sister's dog here, and they're really quiet. So anyway, I'm going to get going now. Let's have a look at these comments before I go, because that's one of the things that I want to encourage beings to do, is try and make the live and share. But if you are watching the replay, get in that comment section and share, because this is all about sharing, collaboration. This is how we co-create. You guys have so many different nuggets of wisdom. I don't know it all. Like, I have walked my path to unlock my truth, to share this mission with the planet, to share this mission and illuminate this planet, share the knowledge. And but you guys have this really unique energy signature too, and you've been taken here, there, and everywhere for your personal path. So it's all of our personal paths together. Like, I know who I am because I've walked this path and I've unlocked this, and now I get to share this gift with others. They're just saying the lessons from spirit with others. I'm a spirit guide, they're saying. So I'm a divine oracle here to share, to illuminate the path ahead for you. But it's like this connection that we all have together, where, like, you know things that I don't know. I know things that you don't know. We all know things that each other doesn't know. So by sharing certain nuggets of wisdom that we have, collaborating with one another, this is another way in which we can grow, because people come and they look at the chat, they look at the comments, and that's like the things that I say in this stream and other streams. Like, people can get so much wisdom from it, because that's who I am. I'm Sophia. I'm wisdom. But in the comments, in the chat, people can get just as much value from you. Like, so this is where it's like, don't be afraid to speak your truth, and just understand that if anyone judges you, they're just showing themselves. They're just exposing themselves to how programmed they are. Okay, it's got nothing to do with you. You are the light. Your light shines bright. You are a mirror. When you just trigger people's demons, right? You just trigger people. The beings that aren't meant for this journey, the beings that we're here to help, we freaking trigger them, okay? Because they can't see past the light. I mean, past their dark. Okay, so hang on, let me have a look here. Hey, Bill, Ascension Project. Oh, I love all these comments, and thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for your input, Sarah. Loving it. Thank you, everyone that's inputted here, like Raluca and just Logan, just everyone. And this is what it's all about. It's about sharing our truth and sharing where we're at authentically. And by us sharing, and like, I look back at these comments and stuff like that, you guys help me make connections as well, you know? So it's so powerful. There's not one person that knows it all, and we see a lot of people out there that claim to and they have this arrogance, this ego. They haven't healed, basically. No one knows it all, And all we have to do is just show up, be authentically us, be in the now moment, and be an open vessel. Be an open vessel. And it's been interesting, like the last, because for a while there was a lesson there that Spirit was saying, you know, don't talk to people or communicate or comment on negative posts on, you know, TikTok and Facebook and stuff like that. But then in this last week, Spirit's made me do that a couple of religious posts and rattling people's cages and communicate with them. But this has been a lesson because they've had this symbol that I've been working with. So when I'm doing that, I'm clearing that. And beings in my inner circle get to use that symbol. So it's something that we are uncovering in the inner circle, this power. And this is why it's been really difficult for the last week. Because we've been programming this symbol to be more and more powerful. Like the amount of code that I have is ridiculous. And so I'm having to put all this programming into the symbol so we can actually clear all these things on autopilot just by using the symbol. So if you come and join our inner circle, you can get access to that. You can start using that, the self-healing tools, the frequency, access the lessons. It's just this beautiful unfolding in that inner circle. But if not, just know that we are all working, myself, the 144, those beings in the inner circle, we're working extremely hard to really support you guys here. They're saying in the outer rim, right? And everything's happening exactly how it is meant to. So do not stress, do not worry. Everything will, just by showing up here weekly. And if you're just joining us here on this YouTube channel, watch the previous replays. You can watch it one of two ways. You can watch it in descending order, so from now and just go backwards, so you can see the growth and how it has, how the divine plan has been rolling out so far. Or you can just go and ask Spirit, ask your spiritual self, you know, which one do I need to watch? And just go where you're guided. Trust that, okay? Because this is the journey of trust. This is the journey of trusting ourselves, because that's how we get to the truth. That is God, okay? We all have very unique paths. So there is no one size fits all on this journey. New Earth is totally, it's something different, and we have to release those beliefs and those ways that we've been taught that New Earth is. And you access New Earth by following your heart, that ripple. I'm just seeing the heart with the ripples coming out. Like, follow your heart. Okay, well, not follow the ripple, follow the heart. I love that, Jerry. Exactly. We are to open the flow of the filters. And I'm really excited about that whole filters lesson, because it just came up a few times, and it's sort of linked in now with the spiritual vision, but the one eternal mind and this holographic reality, the light that really, it's just beautiful, because we humans are in this illusion, this deep illusion, totally delusional, right? And so what we need to do is clear, release, and get rid of the things that are blocking, or the separation. They're saying the separation, the deception, because the deception is the separation that's blocking our spiritual vision, so we can see clearer, right? And this is it. Like, I see through the eye of God. I share the word of God. I am the hand of God. I am this embodiment of God. Like, I've done this journey. I'm sharing the pure truth, the illuminated truth. Yes, I have a lot to navigate through because I am this transmuter. So I am pulling in darkness, right, to transmute it, and that can cause distortions and get in my way from getting this absolute clarity. But that's why I need you guys. Okay, you guys are so important to this. And at whatever level, I'm so grateful you're with me, because just by showing up to this YouTube, you know, and doing those things, subscribing, liking, sharing, like, you guys, we are all doing this together, and sharing is such an important job, an important role. Okay, so do not discount it. If you're just like, oh, all I can do is share, all I can do is the basics, like I haven't got money, right? You are doing such a massive service, because you are spreading this light. You're scattering those seeds for those beings to find, because the more beings that we can illuminate, the more energy we can be able to, like, it's like bring in. So this realm of heaven is absolute abundance. Right now in this physical realm, we're having to transmute a lot. So yeah, it's just this whole energy blockage thing, like, and spirit is going to reward us in ways that we can never ever imagine. But this is where it's a test of faith, really, where we're testing, like, it's like, are you willing to do what it takes, no matter how much lack, poverty, scarcity, limitation we throw at you? Are you going to keep pushing through, or are you going to give up? Like, this is spirit strengthening us. So for all, like, this whole journey, I have not been able to pay the bills, right? I've been struggling. And at certain times, when spirit gives me these little golden breadcrumbs, like these little, right? Okay. And it just gets me by to the next golden breadcrumb, right? It's so spirit's breadcrumbing me. It's like fully breadcrumbing me. Like, that's for so long I've said it's like spirit dangles a carrot, but it's like breadcrumbing. And I'm seeing these golden breadcrumbs, but they're showing me it's like a golden nugget. Like, that is so freaking funny. Spirit, you're breadcrumbing me. That's what spirit does. To test us, to strengthen us. Because when we get to the core and, like, unlock our mission, our full potential, that's when everything comes pouring in. Okay, it will happen for myself and it will happen for you, but this is just what we have to do. We just have to show up and do what we came here for. And, like, it's not about this instant gratification. It's about this mission, and this mission is all about love. And I freaking love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you, Don. Thank you for showing up. And I just love all your input. And I wish I could mention it all, because I'm seeing so much wisdom and light and truth and love and just, like, knowledge pouring through. And this is it. We get to find one another now. We get to inspire each other to light each other up. So check out that link in the bio, connect in with all the socials. I only have a couple now. I've got rid of everything. I only have YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook page, and our inner circle. So to conserve my energy for us, I've had to really cut out all the other things. So, because this is all about energy and focus and really lighting this place up. Before we got on here, I had a lot of issues with my camera. So I was a little bit late coming on. So there was a lot of blockages. There was a lot of, so we're all feeling it. And these things that happen to us in our physical realm, they're illuminating certain things that we need to know. They're like spiritual lessons too, right? But I like how you've mentioned the dream catcher, because that's kind of like this flower of life, right? What did you say? I don't know. You've mentioned dream catcher there. But that's kind of the vision that I'm seeing in relation to this, just this divine pattern of the 144. It's like this dream catcher, and every connection point is like a node. So, but again, this is this spiritual net. Okay, so many comments. I love it. I love all the comments. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. I'll look at these when I get off. But right now I'm being guided to get off because I have so much coding to do, so much healing. But I have so much optimism right now because it's like in the last few days, it's like, it's like so much darkness, and I'm having to power up this symbol and make it even more powerful. And it's just like, oh my God. All right, guys. Love you all. Have an amazing day. And I'll see you next week.